You got me overthinking. Yeah, what we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. Pins up a picture fantasies. Just you and me, like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking.
Do you ever feel like your car knows when it's raining? Like, it just starts playing the best possible music at the time when, and it's like this specific type of rain where it's not super crazy raining yet, but it's just like a nice drizzle, a consistent drizzle. There's like, I feel like my car always knows when to play the right music whenever it gets to this weather, and it just makes the drive such an experience for me. I love it. So today was local comic book shop day, and I got a bag. I picked up so much stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna get the main things out of the way first. It's really holding this bag together, which is, I just got some like cardboard backings with the plastic bag so that I can start actually keeping my comic books in like a good safekeeping, because right now I kind of just have them all out on my desk, which obviously is not ideal. But then we got probably one of the fattest stacks I've ever had so far, which isn't too crazy still. It's really not much, but for me it's a lot, especially since if you've been following me at all, you know this is a very new hobby for me. But man, I feel like I got some great ones, like so many number ones, and it's kind of bad because I still have a bunch of others I have to read. I'm already behind, but I got even more number ones, so now I have a lot of reading to do this weekend. I think I'm gonna try to go in order from like least favorite, I guess, or some that I kind of just picked up kind of because I heard things about them, but they're not really ones that I specifically was considering reading at first. So number one, Escape. If you at all into the comic book world, you already know about this one, but from what I've heard, it's kind of like what is it, a Saving Private Ryan, but with animals instead. As you can see, the main character is a soldier guy, but with like a dog head. So I've heard some people say it's really good. I heard like a couple people also say they weren't that much of a fan of it. I kind of wanted to develop my own opinion, so I picked it up for that. And also they had the guy that what is it, like the author for this book, they had him have, the amount of times I get tongue-tied is so annoying. They had him signing autographs at my comic book store, which I just thought was cool. So yeah, now I'm gonna try to give it a shot. Next, we got one that I have been wanting to get for a while now, and they just never had it in stock, so they finally did, which is Battle Beast #1 from the Invincible universe. I absolutely love all the covers. You can see there's so many different versions, but I feel like they have some of the best covers, and I love Invincible, so I'm just hoping that this is as good as the Invincible series is. Battle Beast in the Invincible animated series is definitely a beast for sure. Like, his name is very accurate to what his personality is, so I hope he's as dominant in these books as he is in that show. Next up, we got one that I honestly wasn't even like tracking as something coming out, which is, I'm gonna show this part first. Immortal Legend Batman, another I feel like they're coming out with so many different Batmans right now. This one, it looks very futuristic. I've been getting heavily into Batman, so I'm kind of just going for it. I saw it there. This was the last one with this cover. Look at how beautiful this cover is. That is beautiful. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. I didn't see anybody talk about it, and I don't follow that many comic book people, but I feel like I have a good amount to where I'm surprised that this went under my radar. But still, like, the art style looks very cool. I hope it's good. If not, then I got one issue with a cool cover, and it'll be the last issue I get of that series. Alright, and now we're getting into the ones that I'm really excited for. I'm gonna start here with one that I already have the 2 other issues of. I'm just continuing. This is Absolute Batman, the 3rd issue, and I am loving Absolute Batman so much. From what I hear, the story only gets better. There just looks like there's a lot going on in it, and the villains look even better than he does, which he already looks amazing. So yeah, I'm just extremely excited about this. If you're someone that's thinking about getting into comics, Absolute Batman is the best way to go. It is probably somewhat considered basic at this point because everybody says it's amazing and great, but it is. Like, you still can't fully like judge anybody for getting into them now because it is that good. All right, and then we got one that I'm kind of just taking a shot on. I didn't hear anything about this one either. I just started seeing it pop up as a new one coming out, which is Invisible Man, The Invisible Man. And this is something that the Monsters universe is supposed to be coming out with, I guess, as we get closer to Halloween. Like, there's gonna be all the other different type of monsters. I'm assuming like Frankenstein. I can't think of the other ones right now, but yeah, pretty much they're all gonna get their own stories. So the first one was The Invisible Man, and I just thought the cover looked sick. I don't know too much about him, so I'm kind of just like interested. Why not? Kind of get me into the spirit of Halloween since we're almost in October. Oh, I forgot this one was at the bottom. Okay, I got two actually that I probably should have showed in the beginning. Beneath the Trees, where nobody sees. This one I picked up for my wife. Admittedly, I did not read the first issue. They didn't have the second issue there, but the third issue just came out, so I got the third one just so she can have it. But obviously she's not gonna be able to read it till I find the second one. And if you saw my last video, I absolutely loved Absolute Martian Manhunter. It was such a good story, in my opinion, like the first issue at least. So I hope it continues to stay that way. And yeah, I'm extremely excited to get into this one. I'm probably reading this one as soon as I get inside. All right, and then we got a local comic day exclusive, which I was really excited. I wanted to get at least one. And this is from Spider-Man 94, issue 1. I think right now they're on issue 3, so I'm not too far behind. I might be wrong, but I think this is my first Marvel comic that I've gotten so far, since I've rarely gotten into all of these. So yeah, this one also don't know too much about. I just saw that it came out recently, and I like that this is a local comic shop exclusive one. Yeah, really cool. And then we got the last two here, Exquisite Corpses. I gotta call my wife and see if she's okay with me opening it ahead of time before she gets here, because this one has a collectible trading card inside, a mystery trading card, which is really cool. But Exquisite Corpses, also one. If you want to try to get away from, like I said, the basic, what is Absolute Batman, if you want to get into something that is somewhat different, maybe doesn't have as much hype, but I still kind of think it does, it is Exquisite Corpses. I only read the first book so far, and it was amazing. It's another one that I would recommend to anybody trying to get into comics, or just anybody in general, even if you're already into comics. This is the first issue I loved so much, so I'm really excited to get into this one. And then lastly, the main one I'm excited to get into. I paid a little bit up for this one because of the cover, and it came with the whole backing and stuff already. Battleworld #1. That is another beautiful cover right there. Like I said, a lot of these #1s I don't even know too much about, so like this one I'm really excited for it because I heard a lot of things about it, and it seems like it's going to be really good, but I don't actually completely know a lot because, as I'm gonna keep saying, I am very new in this. But I just think in general this is the one I was mainly excited for. Like, I went into the comic book store looking for this one specifically, and they had a bunch of different covers, but this is obviously, I think I am getting really into the foils now. The foil is really attracting me. Oh, this is great coffee. If you're in the Maryland area at all, Ceremony Coffee, all wrapped around right there. But amazing coffee, amazing vibes, honestly, at the place too. But that is it for my comic book pickups for this week. I should really calm down, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. I'm having so much fun with this. For the rest of the day, I still gotta go work out. It's already like almost the days. I mean, it's almost gonna be 4, so like the day's kind of flying by for me. But yeah, we still gotta go get a workout in. I don't know exactly what else I got planned for this video, so we're gonna see. I'm just gonna be living life, and we'll figure out what happens from there.
I cherish the moment, it's high stakes. I used to spend time on my time pay. The way speaker thumping it vibrate. She jumping my bones, make it gyrate. Sipping for a crib, it's a fireplace. I turn off my phone for like 5 days. I show it, I know it's my time late. Jump started this shit from online, baby. Whatever we doing, it's live, ain't it? They envy, defended, they pride, ain't it?
I finally finished One World Under Doom, issue 1. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I really like this storyline. Again, I try not to give too much when I talk about these, but I really love the way that you're kind of conflicted to go against Doom in this story, because for the most part, at least from my perspective reading it, it seems like it doesn't make sense for the superheroes to be fighting him. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing good. He's doing a lot of good things. So it's a real, like, I don't know, what's the, like, a dilemma of where your morals would be at for the way he's going about it in this storyline. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I now feel bad that it took me so long to finally get around to reading it. I will say, this being the first Marvel comic that I have read, I do really hate the dialogue between the superheroes for the most part. Like, they talk exactly like you would expect heroes to talk, which is like, duh, because they're heroes. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna show too much, but like, here they're having a normal conversation. You know, it's Thor, it's I already forgot everybody, Captain America, a bunch of different superheroes, Squirrel Girl. Out of nowhere, in this like calm conversation, you just have Thor randomly start yelling. Like, they're having a normal conversation, and out of nowhere, Thor yells and says, "No magical field can stand long before the immortal god of thunder." And they don't even acknowledge it. Like, there's no after that, the next like dialogue doesn't even acknowledge that he just yelled that out of nowhere. Like, it's just in the dialogue for some reason. So that part did make it a little hard for me to get through. I guess it felt a little corny. Like, some of the way that they were talking in here was just like kind of cheesy, you know what I mean? But Doom's perspective and like everything he says to me sounded cool. But maybe I'm also biased because I normally always like the villains more. Weirdly, I just feel like they make them more relatable, and especially when they're talking. Like, I hate the way that the heroes talk in here. I really do. Overall, it was a great story though, like I said, and I already have number 2 waiting for me right here. So I'm about to read the next one, and yeah, definitely recommend.
Until 1958, because, still assuming Incredibles 1 takes place in 1962, that would mean overweight, depressed, and in the middle of a midlife crisis after only 4 years without hero work. It made illegal in the mid to late 50s, then re-legalized sometime around the 1970s. And then there's probably a bunch of other possibilities, but you get the picture. It's confusing. Even though we have a date for when Incredibles 1 takes place in, small details like this newspaper date are included in movies.
Okay, we got all the ones that I've already finished reading in their little what are these called? Like sleeves, pretty much, so that I can actually take care of them the way I'm supposed to. I got the whole stack right here of the ones I still need to read. Kind of slacking, I know, but I've been doing a lot lately, and then I've kind of just been picking them up at a very rapid pace also. And real quick, I wanted to show y'all. So early on this year to even late last year, I had this habit of going on Whatnot. If you don't know what Whatnot is, it's an auction website pretty much. But I had this habit of like late nights whenever I couldn't sleep or I was just bored. I would go on Whatnot and go look at some of the comic book sellers, and they would have a lot of comics for like $1, $2, or they would bundle them up so you could get like 3 for $5. And this is before I knew anything really about comics. I would just start bidding on ones that I thought looked really cool, and I would never even read them. I would just get them because I liked the covers, and it was almost like a dopamine hit, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to buy something, and it was like, okay, cool, I could get this comic for $1 real quick. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This is a whole other stack. It's technically a part of my collection, but it's also hard, like mentally, I don't count any of them because I haven't read them. I bought them without knowing anything about them. Let me just show you. Right, so this is the full stack here of them. So we'll just show y'all. We're just gonna speed through them because, like I said, I don't even know that much about them. Iron Man right here, number 224, and I got this one because Iron Man's one of my favorite heroes. So I just wanted to like have an Iron Man comic to be able to display somewhere or something. Death Metal Legends, A Dark Knights. This one is when I actually was considering trying to read one, and I really like the Batman Who Laughs. I just think he's a dope looking character. I've never actually read a comic about him, but I've watched videos about him, so that's kind of how I understood a little bit of what was going on, and that's what made me get this one. This is still in the death metal series, Robin King. This one I actually did read and I really enjoyed it. So I should probably continue this series now that I'm over here actually reading my comics. I really like this one, and it's so cool that you can see Batman's in that death pile, Wolverine's somewhere in here. Low-key, that kind of looks like the popcorn bucket that they made for him, doesn't it? A whole bunch of dead heroes. I did read this one and I did like it. It's like Robin on evil steroids. We got a What If comic right here. I love the What If series on Disney, so that's kind of the only reason I really got this. What If and its Fantastic Four being Iron Man, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine, which is an OP lineup in my opinion. I got this Action Comics one here that's in this like plastic bag. I never even opened it. It has a certificate of authenticity back here. I don't even remember where I got this from. I don't know if I got this from Whatnot or I don't know where this came from, honestly. This one I definitely don't know anything about. I don't understand why it has the certificate of authenticity back there. Is this supposed to be important? I see Action Comics #1. It looks old. June 1938. I don't know if this is actually like... This one might be like special or something. I don't know. I feel like I gotta actually search this one up. Moon Knight. I got this one after finishing the series on Disney. I remember. I am so upset that they did not continue that series. If you have not watched Moon Knight on Disney Plus yet, please go check it out. It was so... Well, actually, I would want to recommend it to you, but it does leave you on a cliffhanger, and they never continued it. And I haven't Googled or nothing, but I don't think they plan on continuing it. It's been so long. But either way, Moon Knight, a great character. This one I probably will read. I like it because it's guest cameo by Spider-Man, so it's cool to have him in there too. Yeah, Moon Knight, great character. I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why I swiped on that. King in Black. This is Noel, obviously, if you know. But this one, I don't know why I swiped on this one. Maybe just because it has all the heroes dying on the bottom. Maybe. I don't know what made me get this one. Some of these also I could have possibly won from like giveaways while being on Whatnot. So I really don't remember. Like I said, this is like impulse buying at like midnight on Whatnot. Another What If right here. The Infinity Gauntlet, and it's just all the Disney characters. You got Goofy, Mickey, all of them right there. So, look at Pluto. Pluto is Silver Surfer. That's kind of dope. Got a Deadpool one. This one I don't remember getting either, but I do like the cover, so I do believe that I would have swiped on this one. I don't know what this is at all. I see Dr. Doom back there, and it's a bunch of heroes attacking him. Yeah, I don't know what this one is. I would have to open it up to check, but I just want to speed through them real quick. So like I said, it's a huge stack. Another Moon Knight one right here. I think I do remember actually going into a store and getting this one, and I think we were just walking through one of the comic book stores like back when I was in Texas, and I just saw it, and this is still like within the time when I was watching the show, so I was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna need that. Never read it. Harley Quinn, because it is Harley Quinn, I don't feel like I have to explain why I got that one. The Joker, because he's one of my favorite villains. I just thought it looked cool. He's right there chilling, and it is The Curse of the White Knight. Venom, one of my favorite anti-heroes. Looks cool. I think that's probably the only reason why I got it. It doesn't have anything on it. I'd probably have to open this one up too to see exactly what series it is. Lastly, we are ending on Mickey Mouse's Iron Man, another What If. This is a Disney 100 variant edition. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to read any of these. Low-key, maybe I'll do a giveaway whenever I actually get a consistent community. I feel like realistically I should add them and keep them in my collection. But it's like mentally I just don't process them being within my collection still, because it was just a different time in my life when I was getting them. And yeah, so I don't know. So technically I have a lot more comics than I even thought I had if I'm counting all of those. Alright, and just like that's going to be an end of another video. I appreciate you if you made it this far. This isn't by any means, I just want to say real quick, this isn't by any means going to just become permanently a comic book channel. I know the past like 2-3 videos have been nothing but comic books really. This is really just a lifestyle channel, and I have been just becoming obsessed with comic books, so that's kind of what it is. Not gonna say that I'm taking it away either. I feel like because I'm so obsessed with them, they're just naturally gonna show up so much in my videos. I am gonna try to cool it a little bit though, probably. Just a little bit, so that way it's not permanently all that is on this channel. So just wanted to say that. Appreciate y'all again if you made it this far. I'm really having fun making these videos, so just very thankful for everybody that watches. And yeah, till next time.